Okay.
Okay.
You hear him. Troy informed them we're live on the
Yeah,
air,
that's
so
good.
they know.
Hi, Sam.
Yo.
Hi, Joe.
There's Sam Morrill and Joe Machi.
You got here first, right?
Man.
Oh, yeah.
So what's up, guys? What do you got?
How you doing, man?
Good.
It's good to be
Oh,
here.
boy. Just saw Star Wars. Still reeling from that. Still reeling.
Do you like it?
No, I did not.
Really?
You call it The Last Jedi. It might be the last time they get my money at the theater
What?
from that.
How about these people that are rating every Star Wars movie online? How infuriating is that?
What are they doing?
Everybody just on Facebook. My new updated Star Wars listings in order, and you're like, oh, do something productive with your fucking life.
Well, at least they wrote it. I hate it when people post news stories on Facebook. I have access to news websites. Like, that's supposed to be for your stuff on Facebook. You didn't write that. Some person at CNN wrote it. Boy, we're just
I feel like
complaining a lot.
we came with a lot of energy, man. I mean, look, I didn't plan on bringing the show to.
I can't either.
I couldn't keep it straight.
No, we're just kidding.
And kids today, they don't work.
We said when you walked in, we
wanted
were
to
just going to
create-
do nothing, and we were going to sit and go, all right, guys, what do you got?
we wanted to create an unpleasant radio environment. But you guys did very well.
I was going to say, two comics together, you're going to find something to
They
talk
did
about.
well.
Especially guys that do their a fucking podcast together.
Have you had to do that? Have there been shows where you actually go on and like that happens in real life where they're like, okay, well these guys are here to do our show for us, so
Yeah, on
Lord.
the road. Yeah, all the time. You do that radio show, and they're like, all right, what do you got? And you're like, seriously?
yeah.
The worst though is when
your
they
show.
the worst is when they go off your bio and they pull shit out. You're like, what do you fucking think that is? A fodder for like I've had guys walk. 'Cause I was born in Bayonne, and I'll walk in and I've had guys go, so you're from Bayonne. And I'm like, really? Like, where do I go with that? Like, what do you think? I built 8 minutes on falling on
Bayonne.
my mother's cunt in that part of New Jersey?
And the worst part is the arrogance. Like, do you know they think they're Carson too with that setup?
Oh
So-
yeah. Yeah.
So it says you were an intern on a show. Yeah, I got nothing on that, obviously.
I understand you started in 1990. Yeah, good one.
Wow, you really got to the tough questions early.
That's what I do at my show. I kind of open it up and let the comics be the comics, you know? Like you're not doing us any favors.
Yeah, they all think they're always like, I'm a big stern guy, so let me just handle this. Like, really? You're in Syracuse.
And I don't mind those shows. I don't mind those shows that have a lot of people in them. A lot of people, like when you walk in as a stand-up and you're doing, like when there's 6 people in a room, it's usually going to be decent because there's enough people to play off of.
Right.
So it's almost like doing a small crowd. Like I was telling them I did Man Cow before. Like I had a good, because again, there's a bunch of people. Bob and Tom is a shitload of people. So it's kind of hard. Which one I did that we used to have trouble with, who were great? Fucking Preston and Steve in Philly. Our show used to fight with them a lot. And then I wound up doing it. And, there was like fucking 8 people plus an audience. It was fucking excellent. Because you have all those people
They
in
have
the
a
room.
studio audience?
They did that day. There was just some friends, like or some
I
people.
see. Okay, just people
There's
around.
probably 12 people in the room, whatever. It was fucking great because you have a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes things easier.
Yeah, when you walk in, there's just 2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that can be rough. And if they're like, this guy's cutting into my dumb criminal time, you know, where they read dumb criminal stuff off the internet, and they're like, oh, that was dumb.
You're interrupting my Florida news segment.
Yeah.
Why didn't you like Star Wars? I haven't seen it yet. Didn't you saw it? You liked it, right?
I didn't see Star
Oh,
Wars.
you didn't? Okay.
But a lot, it's getting very mixed. Travis liked it, but Travis, I mean, whatever Disney shits out and puts a Star Wars logo on, Travis will approve of.
That's not true at all. Travis is a fucking idiot. And I'm the first one to say it. If you like characters that they develop and then suddenly have no part in the story anymore, or characters that you knew from the past that suddenly don't act like they're that character even though they're played by the same actor. There's just no continuity to what happens from the past to the
Is this a
present.
J.J. Abrams one?
No, he didn't. He's the executive
Ryan
producer.
Johnson did this one. The guy who did like Brick, and he's a really good director.
I didn't see-
Looper?
Brick
You
is
see
like,
Looper?
Looper, great movie.
I never saw Looper.
Oh, it's awesome.
It was about somebody who works in the movie industry, right? Boom.
Industry jargon.
I had no faith in it. It's okay.
Yeah, that's what people. So it's like they take familiar characters and just created a new sci-fi movie out of it.
Yeah, it's like Mark Hamill is playing Luke Skywalker, but without giving anything away, Luke Skywalker doesn't act like Luke Skywalker.
But he's old. Does he act like grumpy old Luke Skywalker?
No, he acts he acts like kind of like a bumbling idiot.
Is he Luke
What?
Skywalker with a fucking swollen prostate in his late 50s?
He has to go. He has to get to pee a lot. I mean, there was that was an odd choice for Star Wars.
Is Darth Vader in it?
No, he's not.
Oh, suck my dick, Star Wars.
Well,
I
it's-
don't want to see it without Darth Vader.
It's after
45
died.
It's after
I don't
It's a sequel.
give a fuck.
Luke, take this mask off me. You don't remember that?
I
That would be
remember all of it.
That
I
would be
don't
like
want
if
to.
they made The Godfather 4 and brought back Brando for it.
Well, you know what? I can understandable if Brando and Sonny blow up a planet together, but since that you can do whatever you want in this shit franchise, bring
I
back
guess
Darth
that's
Vader.
true.
That's
Jar
true.
Jar Binks developed technology to bring back villains, and Darth Vader's back.
Holy shit!
That would make
Is
the
Jar
fans
Jar in it?
happy.
I wouldn't.
That would have been awesome if Jar Jar was in it.
That fucking franchise can suck my dick. Fuck you.
Because of Darth Vader?
He's the best bad guy in movie history, and if he's not in the movie, your fucking movie stinks.
Well, remember when he threw the Emperor?
So many movies.
So weird.
That's only 3 good movies then.
No, the one with JJ was fucking great.
But
Even though
Darth's
he
not in
that.
it.
He was in it briefly.
No.
Wait, which one was he in briefly? The
Rogue One.
Rogue One. So whoever directed that.
Rogue One was great. Yeah,
That was really good.
Yeah.
How about you
That's
do another one like that?
Because of Darth?
No, but his scene was great. That was
This is
exactly
why,
what
by
I
the way,
wanted.
this is why people hate the new Star Wars.
Because Darth Vader?
No, because it's not what they wanted.
What do they want?
a good movie.
How about just a fucking
Well, yeah.
something like Rogue One, something that's actually a really good movie, and stop with these fucking cornball dudes. Are there any cornball kids fucking toy characters?
No, but they make so many bad jokes in the movie.
There's some bad jokes.
Well, I was talking about it with Sean Donnelly at the Cellar. It's every movie wants to be Iron Man now, where the
yeah.
characters are making all these wacky
Or
jokes.
Deadpool too, you know? Like
Yeah.
that's they either go like that route or the other one where they have to be like a little too clever, and you're like, just shut up and be a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be a superhero. Put your fucking cape on and save a baby from being run over by a truck.
It's like these guys, superheroes are all dorks, and all of a sudden, when they have their superpowers, they're like really quick off the cuff. And they have all these great lines.
Snazzy.
Didn't I see that they had little like furball creature, Furby looking things in
He
it?
wasn't in it as much as the marketing campaign would suggest.
Right.
Yeah, they
I
want to
see.
sell a lot of toys.
Yeah.
I see, but it's not. It doesn't distract.
That's why I hate that
Joe, you
franchise
didn't like
now.
it when Poe was talking to General Hux in the beginning?
When he said, "Gentlemen,
That was the
perhaps more than that, Darth."
Those
You're
were the
from
only.
Tatooine? I'm from Tatooine.
That was the only funny part in the whole movie, but
you
then they
like
went too far. Well, I don't want to give it away.
No,
but
don't-
Tell me
yeah.
about Luke Skywalker. He's an idiot
Yeah.
now?
he's a
'Cause
bumbling fool.
I would have thought that he learns the Force at a fairly young age, right? He masters it.
Old for learning the Force, but young compared to like
40 years ago,
a
right?
grad student. Yeah,
So like 40 years ago, he learned the Force.
40 years ago. Yeah,
So he's had 40 years to practice already knowing the Force.
already knowing the Force and having life experiences. That trip to Mexico in college,
Sure.
and then the first wife and the divorce.
So
and
why is he such a fool?
It doesn't make any sense.
Travis, why is Luke Skywalker an idiot?
I disagree with Joe. I don't think he's an idiot.
You don't think he's a bumbling buffoon?
No, and I don't know how much I want to talk about before Jim sees it.
I'll see it over the break. I really want to see.
I
the
want to
new-
see it too.
The new Star Wars is probably going
I
to
don't
annoy
care.
me. How are Leia's teeth? Anthony was in yesterday, and he said that her dentures are distracting.
I didn't notice that. It's a heavily Leia based film, but
Is Joe
That's
Mackey's...
just what we needed.
Why don't you like that?
Oh, fucking who cares?
How can you sit there and be like, you need more Darth Vader? What do you mean Princess Leia's in it? This
Because
sucks.
the difference. That's exactly it. What do you ask? 10,000 people who've seen Star Wars. Who do you want to see more of
Princess
in a
Leia
movie?
is like one of the most beloved characters in sci-fi history.
She is, but that was back then when she was fucking young. I love you. I know. That's what we want. Nobody wants to see 60-year-old fucking Leia.
Does she wear the
Everyone
bikini?
knows
You know
she
what?
died on a fucking Air France flight or whatever it was.
you know what though?
Shut up.
Can she still call herself princess even though the planet she's from blew up?
That's true.
That
I
is
just love
true.
that- I love that Jim.
It's general.
I
love
like that Mackie really stepped on Jim's Air France joke right there. Kyle Mackie's like, let me make sure there's nerd
I
alert.
thought my planet being blown up joke was in better
No,
taste.
Joe's got continuity issues.
I love that Jim can't get past the fact that Carrie Fisher died in real life, but he can get past the fact that Darth Vader
Yes.
died in the movie already.
I'm only literally saying, what did people want? I loved Carrie Fisher. She was amazing in that. She is a great character.
Yeah.
But as you get older and now they're doing this, the one you want to see, you know why? Because you can't tell Darth Vader has aged. You know why? Because he has a fucking hat and a mask on.
He's dead.
But meaning in real life. You could hear it in James Earl Jones's voice. Mark fucking Hamill, Harrison Ford. You can see that all of them are so much older, so it's not the same.
Okay, Joe. You're kind of like a star.
I know he's dead. Fix it.
And then if they
fix
did,
it.
Do you ever think
you would
when-
be complaining about how they're just doing the same thing
Or
over
how about
and
a
over
bad
again?
guy that doesn't suck like that fucking emotionally distraught little twat in the last one? Mike, got dad issues.
I like that guy from Girls.
Yeah,
Adam Driver,
I think he's great.
He's great.
He's a good character, but why did he lose to this girl that's been practicing the Force for 22
Wait,
minutes?
was that the last? Exactly.
That was
That
the
last
Force
one
Awakens, yeah.
stunk.
It didn't make any sense, and the whole
Stunk.
all the other movies we learn how hard it is to learn the Force, and Finn scores a hit on a Sith when he's got no practice, and we don't know this. It doesn't make any sense.
It's clear that
Joe's not wrong.
It's clear that
I
you're.
think we just lost a lot of female listeners right there.
It's clear that you're in touch with the Star Wars community.
I've got my finger on the pulse.
Right, which is important. Do
Sure, should be the trigger.
is what the Star Wars community wants in the new Star Wars movie less Princess Leia, more Darth Vader? Is that the problem?
No, I just think we want a story that makes sense as a standalone movie and as part of the history. And there's a whole bunch of moments in the first two, in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, where you're like, this doesn't make any sense in this movie because nothing's explained, or with what happened in the previous 6 movies.
Travis, what do you think of Joe Mackey right now? Do you think he's like, okay, he's making some good points, or is he being a bitch?
Well, he's being a bitch, but I don't think I don't think he's wrong in the sense that it's very difficult to make
Heads or tails?
continuing stories with different writers and different directors.
Yeah.
You know, because so JJ writes and directs episode 7, and then they basically say, "Here you go, Ryan. What do you think?"
That's
and
a good
Ryan gets
point.
the keys. And now JJ is going to go pick up what Ryan did and continue the story.
But they do it on TV shows.
What a terrible idea that is. Let one.
They do, but it's also not $1 billion franchise that everybody loves.
They turned it into the aristocrats. Like everyone gets to make their own Star
So,
Wars.
you know, it's difficult.
right.
If JJ had an idea as to who Ray's parents were,
Right.
you know, Ryan got to decide who Ray's parents were.
Oh, shit.
And I'm not going to tell you who they are, but I liked the decision.
I don't care who Ray's parents. Who the fuck is Ray?
She's the girl.
Oh, who cares who her parents
She's
are?
our heroine.
Oh,
Jim just wants more Darth Vader.
I want more Darth. Yeah,
He
you
wants
know
episode
why?
8,
What if
Darth
she was
Vader.
like, what if Darth Vader came out and he was like, Poe, I am also your father.
You know what? I would take that over this fucking little simp going, my dad. I miss my dad. I've got issues. Oh, that guy fucking ate my ass. He was so bad.
If I'm a Star Wars character, I don't want my kids to know
probably
who
could
I
be,
am.
Joe.
No, because like your kids are very likely to murder you with a lightsaber. It's a recurring theme.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I just don't want to. I've lost interest in it because I'd begun to hate George Lucas so much.
I love that this whole time. I feel like every time Jim makes a joke, Mackie follows it up with a Star Wars specific joke.
Trying to keep on task here, guys.
You have to have seen all 9 movies to get the joke.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I was even saying like from 1 to 6, like from 3 to 6, not even, or from 4 to 6, A New Hope, to now, or not 1, 2, and 3.
What's your take on the prequels?
Oh man, they were.
Not that great, right?
They weren't that great, but at least they kind of made sense.
Let me ask
Does
you
Hayden
this.
Christensen have a future in Star Wars movies?
Yeah, Jim, what if Darth Vader came back, but it was Hayden Christensen?
Dude, Darth Vader, here's the thing. It's all James Earl. It's all David Prowse and it's James Earl Jones. James Earl Jones, when he did the Rogue One, you could hear that they used his voice, and he's probably 80 years old now. It sounded slightly older. Like they probably should have gotten somebody who just did a great Darth Vader.
Oh my God, can you imagine the uproar?
But I mean,
If
you
James
could-
Earl Jones is alive
Yeah,
and they don't get him to do Darth Vader.
Maybe, but you could have got someone else. But it still worked. But it threw me a little bit because he didn't have quite the power in his voice. But that scene where he's walking through just chopping everybody's fucking head and
man.
dick
It's
off.
amazing.
The best part of that fucking movie is him walking through with a lightsaber telling everybody to go fuck their mothers. That was the best part of that movie.
That was the first time I thought a Star Wars movie had a scary scene in it. Because even with the Yoda lightsaber
who's
battles where it's a
scared of Yoda?
pinball machine, and
That was amazing,
He's
though.
fighting Count Dooku and later Darth Sidious, and he's going all over the place. This is just CGI crap.
No one's scared of Yoda.
Well, you think
he's
they'd be scared of
good.
Sidious or
What if Darth Vader took his helmet off and Darth Maul was under it? Would that be cool?
that'd have been cool. Because I thought that was a character that, like in this past movie,
No.
that they didn't develop well enough.
It wouldn't have been cool. Darth Maul. Ooh, Maul's a scary name.
He looked cool, and then he
looked
turned
cool.
out not to be
Totally,
cool.
totally agree.
And then he was the guy with the 2 lightsabers.
Yeah.
With the double-sided-
Oh, goodness.
And he had
double
red-
the deadliness.
Yeah, he had a red face like the devil and horns.
I
sticking
know
up
he
and
did.
stuff. Yeah,
Fucking Darth Chipperson. Fuck him. So stupid.
but then he sucked in the movie, right?
Well, they just didn't have him enough. He was cool in the 5 seconds that he
He's
was on
barely in the
screen.
movie.
Yeah.
And then he's done. That was disappointing.
The Darth Maul stuff.
Yeah.
Well, what's better, Joe Mackey? Episode 3, which is called what?
Episode 3 is Revenge of the Sith.
That's what I thought. Revenge
I like that movie.
is revenge. Yeah, that's universally
was actually decent.
accepted as
Yeah.
by far the best of the 3, right?
Yeah,
So
but
is Revenge of the Sith better than this one that's out right now?
oh, I think so, definitely.
Whoa, hot take.
Well, Star Wars can just fucking kill itself.
What if Darth Vader comes back?
I just don't want if JJ did a good job, or whoever did Rogue One directed it, did a great job.
Gareth Edwards, yeah.
Why not just let that guy
let that
do
guy do
another
it.
killer movie?
Rogue One's a little easier because it's a whole new story. You're not like there's no expectation going.
Fair
into
enough.
it,
and it's
right?
already a story that you know happened, and it's,
I know,
and it's
I know.
got an end.
But that's but you're also very limited when you do that too, as to what your characters can do.
What do you mean? You can do whatever they want.
No, because you have to fucking get people that are believable as the characters before. I think I think you have to tie in with the story. I think it's a harder story, or just as hard to tell.
I mean, when you're doing episode, what is this, 10 now? 9, 10?
That was technically it was episode 8.
No, the one that you just
yeah,
because
because Return of the Jedi is 6, so The Force Awakens is 7.
8. This is 8.
Almighty.
Yeah, even though the prequel is before
It's
episode 1, it's like
exhausting
3 and a
dog shit
half.
franchise.
But if you had episode 8,
I love
right?
how much Jim hates Star Wars.
I don't hate it though. I think
Yes,
that
you do.
the original was an amazing. Empire Strikes Back is one of the fucking best,
it's a great
sci-fi
movie.
films ever.
Return
Which
of the
was
Jedi is
reviewed
the
very
best.
poorly when it came out.
Return of the Jedi was okay.
Had all the Ewoks running around in the forest.
But
That's when he
just
started to
George
go off the
Lucas being
rail.
a twat.
He started to go off the rail.
being
with,
a fucking chinless fucking marketing jizzbag.
Yeah.
Then
You know-
he fucking makes fucking Han Solo shoot second. You know, oh,
I like
God,
it. I
you
like
asshole.
when they redid it and then they added more creatures, more
Yeah.
cute, fun creatures.
Yeah.
I like that too. That was
Oh,
enjoyable.
who's Lobar?
the planet of intelligent teddy bears helps save the world.
Yeah, so they took out a lot of that. But Darth Vader is fucking killer. Who doesn't like Darth Vader? That music.
Everybody
Whoever
loves
came up with
it.
that music.
He's
Peter
dead.
Cushing.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
I know. Fix it. You know what they also did? They also zapped the planet. Fix it.
You know what was cool?
That planet's gone. They didn't bring the planet back.
You know, I bet when Darth Vader threw the Emperor into that chasm,
Bring the Emperor back.
the Emperor was probably like, "Why did I put this chasm in my room? This was a bad choice."
But the Emperor was also a good bad guy. He was a fucking
He was
evil
scary.
handball.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let them both crawl out of the chasm.
Yeah, bring
oh
it back.
shit, we were both in there the whole
Episode
time.
9, just kidding.
Yeah, JK.
Just something better
a lot
than
of
what
people-
they've given us.
Yeah.
A
They
lot
haven't
of
given us a
people are-
very vicious bad guy. This last bad guy was good. He turned into be a fruit.
He killed Han Solo.
Big deal.
Spoiler alert.
It was a big deal.
A lot of people A lot of people are pissed though about this one. I've heard. Joe's not
Really?
Yeah.
unique in his opinion. A lot of people who are big Star Wars fans are like, this makes no fucking sense what I'm watching right now.
It is very split down the middle.
So then, Travis, why are you a Star Wars apologist, or do
No.
you see merit that
No,
other
I
people?
don't sit there and say like, oh yeah, the prequels are great. I just thought this was a very good movie. It didn't want you to like it. The Force Awakens wanted
What?
you to like it.
Every-
Rogue
you
One
should-
wanted you to like it. It placated to the audience. And I like
What kind of idiot makes a movie that does that?
That's my strategy.
but
That's
I mean,
my
like-
contribution to this show. By the way, everybody who's out there, I don't want you guys to like me.
You're gonna like Sam's Hour special on Comedy Central when that comes out.
JJ made a movie with The Force Awakens that was like, really great fanboy movie. It's a carbon copy of A New Hope.
It
Yeah,
is a
they're-
copy.
But everybody was fine with that, and I'm fine with that. I thought it was great.
I was
Actually,
a
there
little
was one
frustrated.
difference. No Darth Vader.
True, no Darth Vader.
Oh, come Kylo Ren was his
It's
name.
the same shit.
Oh, yuck.
You
Yuck.
don't think he's intimidating?
No.
He's trying to impress his dad.
Kylo Ren.
He's the dark side.
Just wanted dad to like me.
Yeah, it's the dark side of the Force.
I like that there's a conflicted, emotionally unstable kid that's trying to learn his way.
Yes, that's what we need. A millennial bad guy. It's awful. He fucking he tweeted something.
I think he's a good character.
He tweeted something and an Ewok blocked him and he got upset. It's a fucking cunt.
I would just like to have been there at the First Order planning meeting where they're like, we're going to build another giant sphere. And like, well, hasn't that worked out poorly for us in the past? And they're like, no, this time it's going to be different. There's no way that this giant circle is going to explode.
Mackey's got like an observational chunk on every Star Wars
incredible.
angle.
Hey,
Is the First
hey, write
Order-
about what you know, Sam.
The First Order is the group, is the bad guys?
They're the bad guys.
I understand.
Oh,
I
yeah.
understand.
Kylo Ren wanted his dad to. Oh,
He did.
it's just
He wanted acceptance.
shit.
We can relate to that.
That's what I didn't need. I didn't need that shit.
That awkward meeting at the center of the chasm. They always have walkways over the center of the
They
chasm.
really do. Yeah, you're right. They always do. How about you meet someone just in a conference table?
Yeah. Coffee shop.
Yeah. Annoyed me a lot. Kylo Ren's name annoyed me, and I hated the way they
Why
take
did Kylo Ren's name annoy
just
you?
a fucking cool name, Kylo Ren.
What about Darth Vader?
Again, it's 1977. It worked.
I'm sorry. I
It
didn't
worked.
You mean
No,
because
Kylo does sound like a little too surfery. It's like
Isn't
a little
it?
much.
It's too fucking new. Ooh, Ashley Berber. Oh, fuck you. I just
really
didn't
sounds
like
his
it.
name may as well have been Ashton or something.
Yeah. It stinks. I want the old ones back. Give me Obi-Wan.
he's dead too.
Exactly. They kill him immediately. The end of the first one.
Such a good character, though.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
great.
And when he was
He was
like,
old.
if you strike me down, I'll become more powerful. I'd be like, no, if you kill Darth Vader, you'll be pretty powerful too. Don't commit suicide to inspire people.
Yeah.
If you straight me down, become more powerful. It's like, you just disappeared, dude.
Yeah, you just- what happened?
You're gone.
I mean, who cast Peter Cushing in him? I mean, that was just such a great casting. Just a good film, the first one.
Well, you're also younger when
I was a boy.
Yeah,
I saw it in the theater when I was a boy.
So I think you might be romanticizing it.
But no,
it
still holds up as a fucking. Again, it's not what it used to be, and the fucking, the little. I always hated the fucking dumb noises R2 made. Yeah, exactly. But again, it's 13 years before a cell phone call was ever made, so I
You like
excuse
it
them.
when the guy with the eyes popping up and he goes, "My friend doesn't like you."
No, I don't.
I love how-
that whole cantina scene should have been chopped out. That fucking music I've talked about too many times. I've hated it. Hated it. Fat little elephant playing the trumpet. George Lucas really annoys me.
But they gotta go there because otherwise, how are they gonna find Han Solo?
I wonder if that was a Galactic cover band too. Like, oh no, not again.
Yeah, it's the celebration of fucking the Galactic.
The Cool in the Gang.
You don't think it's a fun song?
No, I don't. And that elephant that played it, I've never hated a character more than the little elephant
Who's playing his thing?
because they thought that'd be so cute.
I think it's great. I'm going to leave it on for the next 2 minutes.
There's another 2 minutes in there?
2:05. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I hate this.
You do?
Hate it.
You like this, Joe?
I think it's a catchy song. I should start my stand-up sets to this.
I think so.
It makes me angry. It's so bad. Boba Fett was a cool character.
Boba Fett's
Yeah,
a beloved, cool
he's
character.
gotta be.
yeah.
He's really. People overrate the shit out of him, though.
Yeah,
don't
they do.
I mean,
He
it's
looks
a bit
badass,
much.
though.
He's
got a
very
badass
barely
ship.
in the movies.
Yeah, but he was cool because he just kind of fucking kidnapped you and smothered you in fucking frozen shit and took you away.
Yeah.
And by the way, I hated. Sorry, Joe.
No, go ahead.
I hated the way they took out the fucking older fat Darth and replaced him with the younger handsome one. That was Lucas. Was that him wanting something to jerk off to? That was so aggravating.
I can't speak to that last comment, but it was frustrating too. Just from
Take out this older guy who was in the movie, and that was the guy you chose to play him, and then you get the younger, handsome one. You fucking fruit. Stop it. You need a twink Darth. You think that's what the fans need?
Maybe you just wanted something the chicks could relate to.
Oh, fuck him.
Talk about George Lucas?
Yes.
I love how with Boba Fett, even the Empire hates bounty hunters, but we use them. I just
Who
brought
uses them?
like the cut America.
Like Dog.
Like Dog Bounty Hunter.
But we don't like
Even the
dog. You
Empire's
use the
like-
N-word.
That's why we like dog.
Oh. Wait, so who's the Empire?
The Empire hires Boba Fett. Remember when there's all the bounty hunters on the Star Destroyer?
No, yeah, no, I know, but I thought that's not the name you used for them when you said that they were building the Death Star.
No, that's the First Order in Episode 7. They're the First Order because the Empire's destroyed.
I understand.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Keep up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I thought Nico was gone.
Nico, well, now that he's here, Nico, sit down.
I'm not even trying to. He walked in. I'm like, what is he here to shoot us?
Nico came back. Nico came back for a day because he's got a surprise for us. Also, did you know?
No, I turn that mic on. It gets weird.
Did you know what we? Did you keep up on what was going on at all when you were in Europe?
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about what Nico's doing?
No, Nico, you have to.
Well, we had Nico in last Thursday on his last day, and he was like,
Yeah.
because he came over to me and he goes, "Hey, you want to see something?"
Ew.
And this is our ex-intern, Nico. And I was like, yeah, sure. And he showed me his phone. I didn't know what was going to be on it. And it was a trip planner. And he bought tickets to Las Vegas.
I did hear that.
Because he's going with Mary Jean to the AVNs. And they're
Mary
sharing the
Jean
hotel
actually
room.
told me.
Yeah.
Mary Jean actually texted me and told me. Yes, she did tell me that.
And he's going to be her suitcase pimp, I think, while she's out there. Because he's got to follow her to the signings and all this stuff.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Nico, comment. Are you looking forward to this?
Yes.
Did the boys work on your press pass yet?
Not as far as I know.
You got them? Are you done? Or it's in the,
Rob
it's in
says
the
he's
works?
working on it.
What
Okay,
happens?
great.
at
And we
the
got a
AVNs?
microphone for him, too?
The porn awards.
I know,
guys.
but what? I
They
mean,
give away best. It's actually. I've hosted it twice. It used to be. It's not as big as it used to be because of all the online stuff, and it's just a different business. But it used to be when I hosted one year, it was like 6,000 people attended, and one year was 7,000. All the porn stars in the world, and a huge audience behind. And you go up, you do a few jokes, and then you they start having the stars come out and present awards. Best anal, best cum show. They have all of them, and it's a real show, man. They fucking and they would have at the end a pretty big music. Like the year I did it, one year I did it was like Lil Jon and whoever else.
The East Side Boys?
I don't remember.
Ying
who
Yang
it-
Twins?
I don't remember. It was him and somebody else.
Is there a Razzies equivalent?
Yeah, like
Worst penis.
biggest log pulled out of an asshole on a helmet. A Razzie's equivalent.
Our friend Mary Jean is nominated for Viewer's Choice Titties,
Her tits are fucking spectacular.
and Nico is gonna go with her. And Nico is a virgin.
Do you hear that? Whenever that 2 mic gets turned on, it fucks everything
It's
up.
not good.
It stinks.
Yep. Yeah, but Nico's gonna go with her, and he's a virgin, and Nico has said he will not be happy or satisfied unless by the time he has left Las Vegas, he at least has gotten a hand job.
Now let me ask you, Nico. Do you have to have it from Mary Jean, or do you take it from anybody?
I'll take it from any female.
No, oh yeah, of course. I mean, now would you be happy just if she just put her hiney in your face and you get to masturbate?
Did you think of that scenario?
I didn't think of that.
We were strategizing with him a little bit, and the consensus is that the best possible idea is not for him to be intimate with Mary Jean, but to get Mary Jean to bring some friends in.
Yeah.
For those to be the ones to deflower Nico, like in Almost Famous.
Did you have to buy the tickets?
Yeah.
And
I did.
how much were? Just talk a little. How much were they?
Altogether, it cost me $680.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah.
Well, so you and Mary Jean are going coach.
Yes.
She's okay with that?
Yes.
Cool. Tell her 6 hours earlier because she
did.
tends to get there last minute.
You got your own separate tickets with your own names on it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, because
What airline? Oh, it doesn't matter. Who cares? There's a
just
porn
asking.
question I'm asking. I know. I caught myself. What?
but yeah, so he's going out there.
Wow, that's great. You
And
had
that's of his-
$600 saved up?
I had the money for the tickets.
Good for you.
That's of his
It
own
wasn't
volition.
as bad as I thought for the tickets.
Good for Nico.
Nobody pushed him to do it, and he's not even an intern when he's going out there.
I did. That's right. You're going out there just as a man.
As a
as a
dude.
young,
No college
virile-
credit.
Right. He's not getting college credit for this one.
Well, all right. Well, good.
Now, he's also, the reason he's in, though, because I would have waited for you to talk about this, but I was like, oh, it's his last day on Thursday, so I got to talk about this on the air.
Sure, of course.
And then after the show, he was talking to Travis, and he was like,
Yeah.
and then he goes, I have something for the guys. So can I come in next week? And I'm like, yeah. Today, we just announced to everybody today was your last day, but I guess you can come in 4 days. That's fine.
So, by the way, you're gonna love the expo. Are you going a day or two early?
We're leaving the 23rd.
Jim, do you get nervous when your friends are about to fly?
Sometimes I do.
Because it smells like you might have gotten a little nervous at talking about Nico's flight.
Don't embarrass me. No one else noticed.
Did you?
I did not notice.
Okay, go like this. Everybody together. 1, 2, 3.
It's nothing.
I got nothing.
There you go. See,
It'll
Sam,
hit
you're
you.
making it
It'll
up.
hit you.
So,
Lizzie, you got anything?
I know I heard it though.
Okay, so you know it's coming.
I don't know why I breathed in.
I fall for that every
That
time.
was bad advice. It was not a good suggestion.
So
on
yeah,
my
go to
part.
the expo, dude. When you walk around the expo floor, like they have all the people they're doing signings and stuff.
Yeah,
If
she
you're
said
going,
we're going to all the signings.
you'll enjoy them because there's some hot girls with their fucking little fat asses. You're going to enjoy that a lot, Nico. Have her introduce you to people because Mary Jean probably knows a lot of people there.
It'd probably be fun to do like a 3-day weekend there, right?
Yeah.
He's doing like 6 days.
Yeah, we're doing
Oh, you're gonna be fucking. You're gonna
6
be
days
pouring
in
girls out by the
Vegas?
time.
6 days, and he's following Mary Jean around the whole time. I'm like, "What's your schedule?" And he's like, "I'm waiting. Mary Jean's just going to tell me what the schedule is, and I'm just going to follow her for 6
It'll be.
days."
You'll probably have fun with her though.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
You'll probably because she's crazy and she knows everybody and she's funny and she's
keeps
yes.
insisting it's gonna be a lot.
Chats with everybody like she's very personable. So you'll have a good time with her.
I hope there's an orgy.
Yeah.
How great would that be if there was an orgy?
It's never a bad thing.
But for little Nico.
Oh my god! And he gets yelled at because he's tiptoeing through and he puts his toenail on someone's balls. He clips their bag like a velociraptor.
Can you imagine going from I can't shut the doors in my house, so I have to masturbate in the bathroom while I'm pretending to shit, to I just had an orgy with a bunch of porn stars?
It's all I want for him.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, I want this young virile man
Yeah.
to come back deflowered, and he's going on his own. It's not as an intern, which is great because
Yeah.
whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, he's just going. This is how he wanted to spend his fun break from his and then he's coming back. By the way, so he's going to Vegas, right? And he's there until the 28th of January.
Yes.
The first day of his second semester of his internship is January 29th.
We shouldn't talk about it when he comes back, though.
Well, yeah, that's up
just
to
orientation day.
That's Nico. That's his. Personal,
I don't think we should talk about that. when
Me
he's
neither.
back
That's-
on. It's personal.
A
Stuff.
lot of that sort of sexual stuff is very personal.
Yeah, it's not people. You know, I don't. go for
people
that.
aren't interested.
What is the date you're going out there?
The 23rd.
That's great. And you're coming out to the 30th or 29th?
We're coming back to 28th in that afternoon.
When is the actual awards?
27th.
Oh, right. Okay.
You think Nico's gonna have a great time?
Yep.
I do too.
For the first couple days, it'll be quiet. There'll be a few things. But the 27th is a Saturday. So the 26th, 25th, 24th, 25th, like that'll kind of heat up with the expo. I hear it's not what it used to be because there's just not as many people going to it.
But I also think that he'll
That's
have
still
like
good.
he'll have
What's up for Best Picture this year at the AVN?
I don't know.
They usually, it used to be like if the Fashionistas, I think it was called. The year I went, that was a huge one. I want to say Belladonna was in that.
Remember they made that movie Pirates? That was like the big porno movie.
Dude,
of the
there's
year.
a big one every year. It's usually a
yeah.
takeoff I want, and it's almost shot like a real fucking like a
Right.
high production, a high budget film. This was a John Stalliano movie with the Fashionistas, I think it was called. I don't remember.
But Nico going out there, the timing's good because he'll have like a couple of days.
Is that this year, Lil Wayne?
Oh, Young Wheezy's gonna be out there.
Little Tunch.
They always have a real music guest.
Oh, Tunchi's going. Yeah, Nico's gonna have 2 days to get comfortable, right? So that's
right.
sort of like I'm here in Vegas. This is so weird. I'm not. He'll have those 2 days, get it out of his system, and by the third day, this will be comfortable. It'll be like a second home, and then he'll be able to, get that dick wet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I felt too.
Yeah. Have you been to Vegas?
I've never been.
He hasn't been on a plane since he's 3 years old.
It's a fun place. Just to walk around. You guys do gigs there?
No, I've never done a gig there. You?
No.
You've been there though.
Been there, yeah.
but he's never traveled by himself.
It's a fun. Oh my, yeah, you'll be great. Just go everywhere a little early. That's my advice. Just go
Yeah.
early.
That should be easy with Mary Jean there, just to get her early to places.
Well, yeah, she tends to be. If you're going to hear her say this a lot, early bird gets the worm. She says that a lot.
That's what she said when I was buying the tickets.
Yep. She says, well, if you're on time, you're late. That's an old Mary Jean adage.
Yeah. We sometimes we call her Club Soda Mary Jean because she's always so early.
Although they were trying to save some money, and Nico pointed out to Mary Jean, it's cheaper if you buy tickets for a morning flight. And so you got tickets for the morning flight?
Yes.
Oh, well.
First flight? 11?
8 o'clock.
Mary Jean didn't want to go on the morning
She
flight.
insisted 11 o'clock. I'm like, Mary Jean, it's like $200 at 11 o'clock.
Tell her it's a red eye, so she gets told to get there at midnight.
Wait, so she wanted to go at 11? Here's why she was wrong, and she should think of this, because the traffic when you're going to the airport at 11 is an abomination because you're leaving at 8.
That's what I figured.
You're sitting in rush hour traffic to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So even though you got to get up earlier, if you're flying at 8, it means you're leaving at 5:30 or whatever, you're fucking fine.
Mary Jean is not leaving at 5:30 for an 8 o'clock flight.
That might not happen, but maybe, you know what you guys might do?
I had those feelings.
Maybe you ought to do this. Spring for a hotel room at the airport the night before, and maybe you guys just go the night before and stay in a hotel.
You should suggest that to her. You know what? Then you get you get an extra night in a hotel with Mary Jean.
I
That's
get an
not
extra night in a day. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Are you guys staying in the same room?
Yes.
Oh my
Get
god!
a couple of
Is that not
crazy.
amazing?
Get a couple of beds,
Yeah.
just for your own privacy and for
Right.
her privacy.
And then you figure it out when you get there. Two beds,
2 beds.
and then figure it out after that.
Oh, is he? All right, let's take a break then. The tell's coming up early, so let's take a break.
We should get whatever Nico came in
Oh,
here.
yeah,
to
yeah.
do.
What'd you want to do?
Oh, it's in my backpack.
Where's your backpack?
It's in there.
All right.
Would they go get
Pulls out
it?
an assault rifle.
I liked it. I thought it was funny.
What did you say?
Nothing.
That sounds good.
You okay? You okay, Joe?
Yeah, I feel good. Love the morning.
Okay. Yeah. It's a. You already gave us cards, man.
More cards.
You already gave us cards, dude.
Thank you.
It's just a card this time. No
That's great.
squeaks.
It's probably a subpoena.
It says thanks a ton.
Thanks, buddy.
Jesus fucking Christ!
God, that's a lot.
What is this serial killer
Yeah.
stuff?
Did you write this?
You look a little young to be the Zodiac killer.
That's just,
I just read the part right here. I had shit my pants on a bus. You boosted my confidence level higher than it was before.
life
There it is.
lessons. Number 1, not
Let's
to
see.
lie.
I
Driving
will
my-
never forget.
I was always entertained by you. Nonetheless, like wandering,
Let's
walk into
see.
today gave me more confidence in myself.
Okay.
You bleeding like a stuck pig when I slice your throat.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't
Jew
wait.
controls the media.
You have such a great body. I'd love to riddle it with bullet.
No, that was actually something I've emailed you.
Oh, that's okay. Let me put my phone down.
Very
A
nice.
lot of words.
Thank you, Nico. This is really nice.
Every day was a different day, so I couldn't just give it early. So I had
Okay.
to wait till the last day.
Well, thank you, Nico.
Every day was a different day.
Every
That's
day
the
was a
thing.
fun day, yeah.
You know what? That's why calendars are so successful. Because every day is a different day.
What are you guys plugging?
I'll be at Laugh Boston the 29th through the 31st, and I'll be in Philly Helium and San Francisco Punchline in January.
And Joe?
Good Lord, Montreal. We're going to start 2018 right with me hosting New Year's Eve at the Comedy Nest. Plus, Sam and I are working with Dave Attell.
Oh, yeah. We'll be with
Caroline's.
Attell.
Wow.
For New Year's Eve?
No. I'm there Wednesday and Thursday. I think he's there the full
I'm
week,
still
right?
there the full week.
Oh, okay, Dave-
Starting the 26th.
Dave is plugging that, I'm guessing, today when he's in.
That'll be a fun show, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom during Sam's set, you'll be okay.
And Dave's coming. I saw him last night at the cellar. I said, come in earlier. So he's coming earlier.
Excellent.
Awesome.
All right. So we'll break and come back and thank you, Nico. And,
Thank you, Nico.
We'll have
Thank
the
you.
brilliant David Tell and, of course, Joe and Sam and the other Sam and me. And
Oh my
Troy.
gosh.
Guys,
It's going to be so fun.
sit tight.